Yara nyilla domoro kadiate.
Boy, janno CK's restaurant.
Sa nako be ninna dimbal. Nimba domoro kala janno.
Domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije. Luntan during tamala abeka domoro kijani. Adi manda wala de. Teka we bijele anim fanan kafa di jang ikono e fa. E ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery. Iko fanan bekalele. Badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo fendil lom dunia kono. Domoro betama nyillom international otoda number 1.
Amanke ba domola jandama.
Esa domo jang is atariya.
Awo mu kubandi.
Sa nako sa futandi.
Oto sa nako be mu CK's restaurant.
Ndabana janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam.
Aban.
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
Alright.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But
Don't you know about Baluwo?
Baluwo? What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
get it.
Mbijan aganyadi.
Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code ninja.
Okay. Kosa. Nsila ID soto.
Ha, sa soto. Sorry. I get it.
Mbijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariya.
Ah,
mbare ki janna nun kunu bara tariya.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbari ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato nim fo bolong blabe ko.
56 branches mola sota Gambia jam.
Ha?
Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nka kono kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta même na kodi to poto nin kodi maraw. Jannom number 1 di nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wala nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale de dadi mani domorol di fana be teata. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale di.
Wo moy o diat.
Apelenta
ni wo ka ni lafta nyela kendol e binaji.
Yalo bu kanyi la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you're applying for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
Good afternoon, Madam Witness, and welcome back from the break.
Itinya andumbe bismillah ndila fonye no kola.
In the last session, you told us about the press conference that was held at the residence of Ousseynou Dabo at Kerr Avenue.
Si follow ni jandi bita fonyo ne wala kibar bemo fonyo menketa Mr. Ousseynou Dabo la Cordaro.
You also told the commission how PIU officers beat on people who went out on Kerr Avenue on that said day.
Ndu ya fonyo fanong paral dinge wa romen na mol findita wulungo ni mbedo ni kampara le tarta mol lipa nyameng.
You also told the commission about the Calamar Revolution and how it was started and operated.
Andung ya fo commission e fana jang Calamar Revolution ya londi nyameng andunga damu tata nyameng.
You told the commission about the order that was given to taxi drivers not to carry persons who attended court sittings of Ousseynou Dabo and others.
Andung ye kuma kam fon jam fana kono kango dira nyameng taxi driver la ning kotengol la puru ikana mul samba men ya lon ko ikata Ousseynou Dabo na do kotengol la kitio nyin kata mabe.
You also told the commission how people then had to walk from the courthouse at Independence Drive all the way to Bond Road Junction.
Anu ya fo mole jam fanan ko mol nata na ke nyame katam isingola kabo banjul kiti bumbaro kanafo mbedi ba kan warante Johnson o ka me Bond Road.
You also told the commission how you were arrested and beaten by a PIU officer from the CFO area until the PIU office headquarters.
Anu ya fo commission of fana jang wato men na parado nata na inokang ay busa ay lipa kabo moto wa fi dinkira de ka me CFO kata fo paral fa ngol korda banyinto.
You also told the commission how you were slapped on your eyes by PIU officers at the gate of the PIU headquarters.
Nunganin kabi ya fo commission e fane jo kabri ye bondi mo mo wa fi dinkira ro para nyi ay dembu ay samba fo para la korda bunda bato je para dol narna e tamabusa je.
Then we took the break after you had told us about how a PIU officer opened tear gas on you and others in a small room in the PIU headquarters.
Nunganin kabi ko ya fo commission fane kabring tat altara fo aldunda PIU law campaign kono ye dundi bungo do kono je andu bungo nyi do kono je para do nata je me ya lonko anata na tia gas wota aya fetande alfi o bundo nyi kono je para law sansamba nyi kono je.
We may continue from that point.
Silan sata kaboto ilora damendo wala mo para law korda ba nyi kono je tumala mendo para nata dun dalfi o bungo nyi kono je ay gaso fetande alfi je.
Can you tell the commission how many persons were in that room when the tear gas was opened?
Silan hanin kabi ko isafo no commission o bungo nyi kono je alto mo jelle tartan mabere mo bungo nyi kono je wato men na yo gaso nyi ta ya fetande alfi je o bungo nyi kono.
Asiata le kato bungo nyi kono mo mumbiye o bungo nyi afatale.
Well, we were many because the room was already filled up with people who were inside there.
Can you tell this commission the category of people who were in the room?
Bungo nyi kono je fo isa fo no commission hanin kabi mo façon sifa nyaadi lelbe bungo nyi kono je bang.
Yentel muta ko yamol sinde duma.
Well, we were the people who were arrested, and when we went there, we were made to sit down on the floor.
For clarification, were there men in the room?
Yes, men and women. We were all made to sit down and stretch our legs.
Were there children in the room?
Honey.
No.
Ye bring bo mo fate dol mo muta yolle samba o bundo kono.
Well, when this room was filled up where we were sitting down, the rest who were also arrested were taken into another room.
Bring ya jako molto kunno la janto sai natana mon bufintindi.
When they saw that we cannot all fit into that room, some were taken out.
Ye mol samba para la la bunto jana.
Some were taken into in fact, the sleeping quarters of some paramilitary officers.
Bring ye mol samba jeto.
When people were taken into those rooms,
biri yalon ko sign
then they said to us that that's where we are going to remain.
Inata
And later they came to separate the men from us.
Yol samba Makati.
And they were taken to Makati. Some men were there who were already injured. Yes, they were injured.
At this point, how many women stayed behind at the PI unit?
We were 5 who remained there.
Do you remember their names?
Kadi
Bijele.
Kadi was there.
Kadi Samate.
Kadi Samate.
If you cannot remember, it does not matter. However, you've mentioned that a Kadi Samate was there.
And
someone also called Lily Bojang.
In the case of Kadi Samate, can you tell us the conditions under which he was held?
Kadi Samate atebe mul kono.
Yes, Kadi was among the people.
Biring paral nata.
When the paras came,
she was
holding a banner, the small one which was in her hand. She didn't do anything, she was just holding this small banner. When they came and were arresting people, she ran and in fact hid herself in the big gutter which was around the Westfield Road. But the person who went after her there,
because
that person really tortured her, because as she was explaining it later, it showed that she was really maltreated. That really troubled her. And now, when we came, the police came. They said they are there to take statements from people. There was one police lady. That woman. In fact, it was that woman who took my statement. When she came, she took my statement. She questioned me and I said to her, no. She said to me, I want to tell you one thing. If they ask you if they ask you that whether you are using a weapon or you took something to fight with, just tell them that you didn't use any object to fight. I said to her, well, I didn't take anything. I didn't use any object to fight.
Madam Witness, do you know the name of this particular officer?
Sedo nying officer nying bata nying poli service Islam ya tolo na ba.
Muso nying akonto mu jopleti bare ma minatala.
The lady's show name is Job, but I cannot remember the name.
Did she take all the statements of the women that were detained?
Oh, musol men bebe Morocco no jay bela kuma ko ta tolo ba tala ba safero to ba.
Wo muso nying
that lady
biro natan telea.
When she came to me.
Some
other police women went to the other women to take up their statements.
Can you tell the commission what happened after your statements were taken?
After they took up our statements,
at
that instant, I was feeling serious pain on my body. Now, after they wrote down our statements until they were ready,
the next day,
the following day, it was at night. We were sitting down.
But after I feel
after some time, I felt that I was about to fall down.
Then
I decided to use my hand to look to rub on the sponge on the mattress. I decided to lie down. So when I lied down, I became unconscious.
Inata mo samba eko mo samba bundulo kono.
So they took us to another room.
Doctor Role bije.
There was a doctor in that room.
Doctor Role I drip fix ne.
That doctor decided to fix drips for me.
I fix ne or bulte nyame binga nyapita drip ko kan komba bundela.
After he fixed that drip on me, later on I became conscious. I woke up. Then I wanted to remove the drips from my body. Then he told me, leave it there. I'm just helping you. Then he told me, there is nothing wrong about these drips I have fixed for you. I just want to help you. Then I left it on me. Then after it was complete, when the drips were finished, then he removed it from my body. When it was removed, the drips, then he asked me, where are you feeling the pain? I told him that it is every part of my body that is paining.
Madam Witness, do you know the name of the doctor that was attending to you?
No. Because that doctor, when I was there, then I saw my period. He bought pads for me.
You may continue.
And then?
Okay. Now, after some time, what they gave me was paracetamol. That's what I was drinking. Later on, they brought another type of medication. And they told me to be drinking that one at night time. I should drink one tablet. When they gave me those tablets, after the man left, I decided to throw them away. Now when it was time to wash the basins in the morning, they asked us to go and wash up the basins. We go, and after going, when we go there, there are cooking pots and basins. The big basins, they are big as the size she's showing. They said that we should wash those basins. And it was, we washed those basins.
May I just take you back a bit? Is it correct to say that you collapsed because of the beatings you had received?
Yes,
yes.
And that they had no option but to give you treatment because you did collapse in their hands.
Yes.
And you're now telling this commission that besides the fact that you had collapsed, you were now ordered to wash dishes.
And
Yes,
so since the day we went there, we are the people who wash their basins.
And this was not only ordered for you, but the other 4 women that were detained as well.
Yes, all of the women.
And when I say dishes, they were not ordinary dishes.
And karirul, you need a phone.
There were basins and there are cooking pots and other objects.
If I may refer to them as heavy-duty cooking utensils.
Yes.
Are you telling this commission that the PIU officers did not consider your health at that point?
They have to cover commission eko. Paralo, memu PIU to watola. Ile jata kendala konying. Ome sula fang.
Honey?
No.
Ome sula.
Yes, they didn't care.
Katun kendindo bije nyine tatola de.
Because there was one man, I forgot his name.
I interfama alone.
He knew my father.
Anim police musdo bije.
And there was another female police officer.
Ufana.
That person also.
Wo natana jita.
When she closed from Ajita do Kuala.
Hana kobi ye kuolbe nyami je biraye ni je bebe kamfari be fingering Ajita.
When she observed how things were going, some people were seriously angry, then she decided to calm down. If I remember properly, her name is Fatoumata Balde. Now that lady, when she goes out, she will buy chicken and keep it and hide it. And when she comes in, she will bring it for us.
When a witness, this said Fatoumata Balde. Was she a PIU officer?
Say no, Fatoumata Balde, parada.
Yes, yes.
You may continue.
And then?
Say.
Now?
Birake ake funku akamul makoy aka sisaw samula kanati mul karmo.
So she's the person who helps us. She buys this chicken outside and brings it to us. We eat it.
There
was another a female para officer. If I can remember, her name is Maitamba. I think they were two in number. Imufulo Beto Maitamba. But I think both of them are called Maitamba. Now, the other one,
police station.
That one lives from the Serekunda police station.
If you don't remember, it doesn't matter. You may continue.
That old lady.
Ule kanana nana takumule ko ha yalo ntebe do ko wala sa ntela do ko mba nyantale pour ka fenke ka ake ay betea.
What she tells us is that I am doing a service, I am doing a job, and I should do my job accordingly.
O police
that female police officer
nata na bungo kono sutu.
She came to our room at night.
When
she came there at night, she said she wanted to talk to me. I asked her, what do you want to talk to me about? She said, no, come out and stand here so that we can discuss. I went out and I said to her, yes.
Ako nyako ha altilla ni problem alba kono nyaadi la jodi jumalo dabiji fo senda mo dabiji.
Then when we went out, she asked me about you people who are in this problem. Is Usenu Dabo part of this problem? And she just told me that. I shouted on her and I told her that. If you don't know what to talk about, go and look after your business. Now, the other Maimuna, that one, that person gave us a lot of problems at the PIU. That one said that if some others tell her that they want to visit the restroom, She will tell them, don't call me again. If you call me again, you will know what's going on. Now, if somebody wants to visit the restroom, they will say that we want to visit the restroom. If sometimes they wish they will take us right behind. At night time, they take us inside. They take us into the room which is inside the building. And in that room, you have para officers who spend the night in that room.
Sorry, Madam Midwest, you are telling us that when you want to use the restroom, at some times they would take you to a room where other paramilitary stay.
That happens at night.
Thank you.
During the daytime, anybody who wants to visit the restroom, they will take you out of the room and go behind the building. But the paras who occupied all that area, those people, if people go out and go into the restroom, they keep on insulting us. When they insult, we just bend our heads, go and do what we are doing, and come back into the room.
Sorry, Madam Witness. Just to clarify for the Commission. Is it correct to say that the rooms you were taken to use the restrooms were occupied by male PIU officers?
So abati tonya la pruka voko jonkon la dingirado le kasamba damendo para men beje kelle beje bam para kelle beje bam fo
yes, it's inside the room, just like a place like this big parlor. Then you have a restroom around there. At night, that's where they take us.
So then the male PIU officers would be in the same room where you would be taken to use the restroom.
Yes, yes.
Do you know if they were able to see you?
No. They don't see us when you are in the room. Yes, when you are in the room, in the restroom, they don't see you. When it was time to go to the court.
Sorry, Madam Witness, before we get to that point. Can you tell the Commission the type of food you were given whilst in detention?
The type of food they provide for us, I cannot say that. Because that food, they bring 2 basins. When they bring it, if you look at it, the para ladies there, their basin is always the one on top, and the one below is the basin for us. As for me personally, if I see that the food has arrived, I will always change the basin. I will take the one on top and put it below. And now, when we change the basins and put the top one below, but if you open the basin itself, no.
So you're telling this Commission that the food that was provided was of a very bad quality?
No, it
was not good.
Were you able to eat it?
We can't eat it. Sometimes, when you open the basin and look at the food itself, people will always retreat and go and sit down. There was one old woman who was also arrested. That lady, when we reached the PIU, she doesn't even taste the food. She doesn't eat it.
Can you also tell the Commission whether you were allowed to shower and clean yourselves?
For Hansabi, for his phone commission for Ikasilo Dialabam, Puri Kubang and Yefan Senayandibang.
Yeah. Ni natar mo lafta taro jonkondo jana pour kuola mo kata o jonkondo to banta jana kata wolto.
If you want to take bath, you have to go outside to the other restroom, which is outside. That's where we always take a bath.
When a witness, at this point, did your family know that you were detained at the PIU headquarters in Kanifing?
Sedo fukabula kata futa temboro. For all the family, the one that dimbayal. Ya alone the banko abe Morocco no pia para lo dingira ba.
Na family mumalum bedame.
Our family members didn't know where we were located. None of them knows our location.
Folumina nata kitiola Kanifing.
Until the day we went to Kanifing court.
Madam Witness, can you tell the Commission how many days you were detained before taken to court?
Sedo haninka bi free safono commission ay aletili jellel ta Morocco no janni ba sambal kitio nyati limola.
Amira fotili tilisei bang ha tilisei.
I think it might be 8 days.
Can you continue to tell us when you were taken to court?
Sinantende ya fu commission haninka bi biri natana samba kitio la muneketa.
Tilisei inatana mo samba kitudula.
After 8 days, we were taken to court. When we went to court, my elder brother, Dahaba, when he saw me, he came near me, but the para officer said no, he shouldn't come near me. He cried. He cried when he was stopped from coming near me. I said to him, the children are at home. Take care of them. He said yes, and I said to him also, my children, take care of them. Always keep your mind on them. He cried again. After all that, when we went to the court another day.
Sorry, Madam Witness. I would like to ask a few questions before we get to the other day. On the first day that you were taken to the court, were you informed of the offenses you were charged with?
Yes, they told us.
Were you served with a charge sheet?
No.
Were you allowed to have legal representation on that day?
Yes. There were lawyers.
Can you tell the Commission what happened?
Kabiring
When we were at the courthouse, after some time, my elder brother, Dahaba, he went and wanted to go inside. They said he will not come in. But when he was ready, he came in anyhow.
But after when
he came in, I told him to tell the lawyer Nene, my money which I had, they took it from me. If she can get that money from them, let her take the money and give it to my children for their sustenance. Now, when I told him that, the vehicle left, we boarded the vehicle and it departed. I looked at the courtroom, I looked outside, every place was filled up with people. But when we went outside on board the vehicle, I shouted again and said, Kalama Revolution. Then I saw my younger brother standing around. That day I was really unhappy, but I also became happy in another way. They were holding guns in their hands. They made us sit down on the floor of the truck, and the guns were pointed at me. But so when the vehicle departed again, I raised up my hand, I shouted, and I said, Kalama Revolution. So the crowd there also, some people started shouting, saying Kalama Revolution, Kalama Revolution. And we were taken back to the PIU again.
Madam Witness, can you tell the Commission, on the first day you were taken to the court, which PIU officers escorted you to the court premises?
Sebo fo isa fono commission haninga bi lum folo nyimmel yal samba kiti dular fo isa fono commission e para jumal keta molti men yalongo wolle al dandan kiti dular lum folo nyin
hani me telephone.
No, I cannot talk about it. I cannot say anything about them.
Do you know how many of them there were that escorted you to the court?
There were many.
Just to confirm for the records, how many of you were charged and taken to court on that day?
Safiro nyin wrong ay tiling safiro nyin kono almo jelle keta molti menu tumi ye men samba kiti dular lum folo nyin
musululu
5 of us, all female.
Can you tell the Commission their names?
Sitol fono le commission eba.
Lili Bojang.
Lili Bojang.
Baby Aisha Bama.
Baby Aisha's mother.
Can you tell this Commission who you're referring to as Baby Aisha?
Isa fono commission e ni ko Baby Aisha wala atlam.
Yesterday the lady gave her testimony here.
And you're referring to Kadisamate?
Kadisamate.
Yes, that's Kadisamate.
Is it correct that you're telling this Commission that Kadisamate was taken to court with her baby, called Baby Aisha?
Amunda yin tilindala ka foko e kamen fo commission wala nyindi ko Kadisamate ya samba kiti dular na dimma ka me Baby Aisha.
Yes.
Can you tell this Commission the conditions that that baby was taken to court to with the mother?
Faisa fono haninga bi commission e al hala juma nyaadi lem ye Baby Aisha na ba ma samba kiti wala nyame kiti dular.
Yentel bele samba kiti dular.
We were all taken along to the courthouse.
Baby Aisha baba mabulte.
Baby Aisha was in her mother's arms, just like that.
Saying watu baby Aisha baba laning akala ning complain koning kadimi.
And at that time, baby Aisha's mother was complaining about her shoulder, saying that it was paining. On the first day that we were arrested, I was the person who birthed baby Aisha.
Saying,
now, when we went to the courthouse, I saw my elder brother. When I saw my elder brother Dahaba, I just looked at him. I said to him, my children, take care of them for me. Because if it happens that I am not coming home, look after them. He said yes. He was in charge of my children. Then the trial started. And on another day when we came back to people were talking. We were there for some time. They said it has been adjourned.
Madam Witness,
we were taken back again.
Is it correct that your lawyers made applications for bail?
Fo nyimutu wanyalde ko alla lawyer melu tarda lori ngale kitio nyi wicho nyinna e daniro kila puru yal bail. Yes.
Can you tell the commission what happened when the bail application was made?
Hani kabi faisa fono commission e mune nata nake o daniro la briye o daniri kaitol nyi dundi puru alla bailir ko wala mune nata nake akoro.
Nte
as for me,
be lori ni ngaji kote kem fengeta. Nteje phone la mfengeta la collapse la.
As for me, I cannot relate, I cannot narrate that part. I was just standing, then I realized that I was becoming unconscious. But the judge, he was inside the room, and he was also outside. Yes, he was both in the room and outside, which I think means he goes in and out. So when he came out, he was always talking on the phone. But
Madam Witness, you're telling this commission that the magistrate that was hearing your matter, you observed that he was going out of the courtroom.
Yes.
Talking on telephone. And then coming back into the courtroom. Can you tell the commission what was your observation on those his actions?
After I looked at the person near to me, I said to that person, we are all going to be jailed. But by the grace of Allah, we will come out. When I said that, I was looking at him. Then our case was adjourned again, and we were returned to the PIU. And when we reached that venue, even if before going to the PIU, Lili Bojang, she fell down. When she fell down, they took her up and took her away. Now when we were ready, our vehicle departed. When we left,
Dunta PIU.
we went into the PIU compound.
Sai birin futara.
After we reached,
be dunta sita ngaketeng. Isita hanfu mintu iksita hanfu mi. Ni na tebe mo be terla mo be diring.
We were sat down and we were all quiet. Not even a single one of us started talking. We were quiet for quite a long time. There was one girl among us. She said she has just completed her schooling. She said she has just left school and she was arrested. But according to my observation, I think when she closed from school, she went around Usainu Dabo's premises. That's why she was arrested.
When a witness, you're telling this commission that one of the ladies that was arrested and detained with you was actually a school-going girl.
Munda ikamen for commission wala mnyinti ko. Aldo nyol kono joye menu mutaje. Musukilimbe je memu karamuto dinni wote me anango akata karamu wala fangoto.
Yes, and there was also a teacher.
So you've already told us that you were taken back to PIU.
Nuiko hanika be inare na murundi PIU la korda bado.
After the court sitting.
Birin kitio borala.
Were you taken back to court at any other point?
Waluna na sura karabang yala murundi kiri la robang.
Mamul samba jana mamul samba kitid la kote. Samba PIU.
That day we were returned to the PIU after the court session. After we reached, then we sat down for quite a long time. Then we started talking and said, now, let's try and tie our waists, because those who are taking our case, those who are taking our case, by the grace of Allah, when things go the right way, we will be released. Now, after reaching the PIU compound, we reached. After spending some time there, for some time,
around
I think it was around night time when we were released. Yes, we were released to go home. But that day, they didn't want our people to know what was happening. Then we were all released at night. We went home. But after going home, we reached our homes. My son, Modlamin, I said to him, Modlamin, he was lying down. When I called him, he didn't answer to my call. I took him up and I placed him on my right arm, and I also lied down near him.
Witness, can you tell this commission how old the said Modlamin, your son, you're referring to?
I think he was around 1 year, 8 months old.
Can you tell this court the conditions that Modlamin suffered whilst you were in detention?
Modlamin
Modlamin, when I called him, he didn't respond. I called him, but he didn't answer. I told my daughter, I told my daughter to talk to Modlamin and tell him that mother has come back. My daughter talked to him in any way, but he didn't respond. He was just lying down. In the morning, when he woke up, he raised up his eyes, looked at me, I looked at him, he went out. When he went out, I followed him. I took him up and I said to him, Modlamin, didn't you recognize me? He asked me, you who? Because at that time, I lost a lot of my weight. I said to him, Modlamin, it is me, Sukai. Yeah. He said to me, buy Vinto for me. I bought Vinto for him. I gave it to him. When he drank the Vinto, he looked at me. That's the time he really realized that, well, this person is my mom. Then he came and hugged me.
You're therefore telling this commission that your detention was prolonged in a manner that it made your son forget who you are.
Amunde kama mvo commission wala mnyintiko ila muto ay wati jango menta wonata na sababu fang fo idingo nying abina filile ma fang.
Yes, because when I was arrested, because we don't have good food, so we don't eat. I lost a lot of my weight. The child kept on looking at me, staring at me. When I bought that Vinto for him, I was talking to him, then I laughed. That was the time when the child came and hugged me. He hugged me for quite a long time and said, "Yeah, boy." I said, "Yes." Then he asked me, "Is it yeah, boy?" I said, "Yes." And then they had informed us to go to Dr. Sise the following day. We went to Dr. Sise. He checked me. He gave me some medicines. Then he looked for some medicine for my son and gave it to him. So those are the medicines I was taking.
My witness, apart from Modlamin, how many of the children did you leave at home during your detention?
When I was detained, I left 2 other children behind.
Can you tell this commission how old they were?
What will be Sanji?
I forgot.
Were they under the ages of 18?
Yes.
Can you also tell the commission, when you were released to go home, were you asked to report back to the PIU or to the court?
No, we were supposed to go to the court.
So it is therefore correct to say that you were released on bail by the court.
Yes.
Can you tell this commission whether you ever appeared again before the court?
Yes, I used to go to the court. So when I was going to the court, there was a day. I was sitting down. I was looking at the TV. I just switched it off. I placed Mod Lamin on, I laid him down. Somebody came and knocked on my door. I said, who is that? The mistake I made was when I opened the door. When I opened the door, one of them grabbed my neck behind. When I looked behind and I looked at him, one of them came and hit me. And I put my hand to cover my stomach. Modlamin was with me. I saw another man who was wearing a 3/4 trouser. He came in. When he came in, he said to me, you, what we are going to do with you, you will know. Now, the other man, Modlamin was about to fall down. Then he turned and he twisted my other arm. Now, he broke my drawer. When he broke it down, my business money was in that drawer. $381,000. $381,000. He took all that money. When he took it up, he looked at the other man. They just signaled one another. When they were going out, he was having a syringe which he used to inject me.
Madam Witness,
are
you comfortable to proceed? Can you tell the Commission if you knew where those men were from?
One of them was wearing the trouser of these paramilitary men. Uniform ole bala. Full uniform ole bala bang. Fadon di kodron le bala. Yalo para la kurole. Hay ko kilimo para kurtole dun. Ko do amule dun. Denako. The other one, a full uniform for the Kodamang. Full. The other one wore a full uniform of the paramilitary. His beret, the hat they usually wore, was placed inside the shoulder epaulet. The other one was wearing a 3/4 trouser.
Madam, is it correct to say that they were officials of the state?
So yes.
Is it also correct that they came to threaten you that night?
They came to threaten me, but what they said,
Because bile moto maka umoya kumala buna bunda bala.
But when they had the drone of a vehicle around our gate, that's the time when they left me. They didn't threaten me again. With what they came there for, what they came there for, only Allah knows their mission.
Madam Witness, you've also told the Commission that you were injected.
Yes.
Can you tell the Commission if it had any effect on you?
Yes.
Tell the Commission the effect. Sorry, Madam Witness. Just take your time.
Say haketu ila watu otadron. That injection really gave me a problem. It really troubled me.
Madam Witness, at this point we may continue.
Yes.
This night had an effect on you. And it made you take a decision. Can you tell this Commission the decision you had to take?
That night,
we were
in the room again. When we were there for some time, they came back again. At that time, in my back room, the corrugated sheet which was there, I tried until I removed one of them. I took a chair. Then it was my daughter who I first made to scale the compound fence, and I dropped her in the next compound. Then I took my other child and gave it to my daughter who had already gone into the other compound. Then I personally jumped over the fence. I took them and we went into another compound. When I did that, the compound we entered in, there was a big mango tree in the compound, so we decided to sit under that mango tree until daybreak. When we left that place, the road I took, the way I took to come out, that's the same road I took to go in again. I told my daughter, baby Awa, I told her to go in and open the door. She opened the door, then I went round and came back into the compound. When I entered the compound, I went, I checked every place, I looked for my money, it was not there.
Madam Witness, it is correct to say that you're telling this Commission that said state officials, the PIU officers you presume came to your house, took away your $300 and something thousand.
Bankola saravisi la minimum paralty iko isobita ko wollel nada je wandu yenyi ngila ko do tamembita fo dasi wili keme sabani mfeng.
Yes.
Tell the commission what you did next.
Silang afu commission wa biringo kero kela inata munanake.
Nata sokono birin fotata je.
When I went back into the compound,
na kalpending
my small wallet,
ngata
I took it.
Ntata na suba kono.
I went into our main compound.
Ko koto makewe ko loba.
I told my elder brother, please.
Nkayeko.
I said to him,
Nkayeko intede left talalde.
I said to me, I want to go away.
He
asked me, where are you going to?
Senegal.
I said to him, I'm going to Senegal. I said to him, here is some money.
Try.
Try. Try and come and meet me around Kaulach. But as for him, his wife was pregnant. Then I said to him, as for me, I am going. That's how I went.
Denton Bridge.
When we reached Denton Bridge,
Madam Witness, did you go alone?
It was myself, Baby Awa, and Modlamin who were going together.
You may continue.
When we went, if we saw any uniformed person, I always cover my head with a scarf. Now, when we reached,
ticket Sandula.
I went to buy I went to the place where they sell tickets.
Can you tell the commission where you were at this point? Where were you buying tickets from?
Ferry Tarula.
It was at the ferry terminal.
You may continue.
And then?
Ferry ticket.
After I reached there, I bought a ferry ticket.
Tata C.
I went and sat down.
After
sitting down,
we
were there for some time.
Then
the ferry became ready and I boarded the ferry. After boarding the ferry, we went. We boarded a vehicle also. If you leave the motor garage, after taking the road from the ferry area and you want to take the road, there is a bend which goes towards the road which goes to Senegal.
Madam Witness, is it correct to say that you're saying you go past the Essel area?
And
you're going
Yes,
towards the Amdalai border?
Yes.
Tell this commission what happened when you tried to get to Amdalai border.
Until I tried, until when we were about to reach Hamdalai, when we went up to the place where you have the paramilitary personnel, I came down, I alighted from the vehicle. I told the driver, if you meet me on the way, you can take me up. But if you don't see me, just go along. Then I walked until I passed the checkpoint. Then the vehicle came. That vehicle, even before it left, they made everybody to come out of the vehicle and they were checking each and every person on board the vehicle. After they were ready, then the vehicle came. Then I boarded the vehicle where it reached me. After I boarded the vehicle,
Ntata fo yang be fotala yang be par fonko tala damini.
Jebe Gambia le fo Senegal.
Gambia lo mo fonko be damini police lo.
Was it before you got to the border?
Border.
Well, Janifra na NATO.
Just
a little bit before the border. Jemu hamdallah ile tibang.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ngita.
I lighted again. The driver asked me, "Where are you going?" I said to the driver, "No, I'm coming. I want to do something here." I went into the grass, myself and my children.
Madam Winters, is it that you're telling this commission at this point you did not feel safe traveling across the border in a vehicle?
Amunta kamem fo wala nyinti ko nyin tembenna kul mang amang koy pour ini dinnu weleta ye nane salang kurkata ni be moto kon.
Yes, exactly.
And because of this reason you decided to get down and go into the grass.
Nda wala sabu ina na nyingani ota pour ye ji moto kono yedu nyamo kono yeta.
Tell the commission what you did next.
Tilanga fo commission ay hani kabi ina na muneke.
We walked. We went. But after walking for a distance,
Data finti janne Gambia la fonkoroni ila mototadula.
Where we came out of the area, the bush was the area where people used to take vehicles. Kana Gambia Bamfurka wala
Gambia fonkono.
On the whole, we were still inside the Gambia. When I looked at that, I said to baby now I told her to jump the fence. I also jumped the fence. Then we took a small back road. There was water on that way. After taking that small back way, we went. We were walking until we reached the main road, the tar road which goes into Senegal. After I realized that we were already in Senegal, then I said thanks to Allah. Then I looked back and front. I wanted to get up and continue walking. I fell down. My son was saying that, "Give me water, give me water." That also a Senegalese man came and stood over me. He went and bought water and brought it for him. He also went and bought some meat and brought it. That meat, I think I ate only one piece of that meat. I looked inside the paper and there was nothing. That day, we went.
Sorry, Madam Witness.
If
I may take you back a bit. From what you have just said, it's an indication that your children were so hungry that they ate the rest of the food.
Yes.
Is it also correct that you're telling this commission that you walked from Gambia to get into Senegal for your safety and the safety of your children?
Itamate simula kafunti Gambia banko kang hanfo idunta Senegal banko kang puru itani dingulu sitanka.
Nte telefonu muna ngendungul tam sambadrong nte hanata rambe fara fang ole fisada.
Yes, what I intended was just to try and save my children, even if I am going to die myself, but let my children be safe.
Madam Witness, you can remember. Can you tell this commission how long you had to walk to leave Gambia to enter into Senegal?
ako sedo ni hakilo samutano ite wicheo menta ye wato menta katama isingola pour han fo jannibe dun na Senegal nyin kamala pour ke dimulu kanandi fo isa wato haymanole bang
hade
no
kato wato
because at that time
tebe miraka pour digolela
I was only thinking about my children.
Would it be correct that you walked for hours?
Musafo no yamontoro watu sile mala watu lu yamentama.
Ha.
Yes.
Because
I didn't even know the way.
Can you tell the commission, if you remember, the village that you arrived in at Senegal?
Foi hakilo si falansa mutanole. Idunta sate follow jumale to Senegal banko kang.
Nutani da min jelo mu jan e fonko taxi tada min mafang.
It was the village where people take taxis, Senegal Bangkok.
Senegal Bangkok.
Where travelers take vehicles in the Senegalese territory. That's where this man saw us. He went and bought water for us, and he bought this meat also for us. When we arrived there, I was sitting down. He asked me, "Where are you going?" I said to him in Wolof, "I want to go to Senegal, but I don't have money." Then he said to me, "Come." I went with him. He took a vehicle. He made us board a vehicle, and he took us along. He asked me, do you know where you are going to? I said to him, yes. And really, at that point, I don't even know where to go to. The vehicle took us up to the garage inside Senegal. When we alighted from the vehicle, I looked back and front. Then I alighted. My son, Modlamin. When we alighted from the vehicle, Modlamin asked me, "Yeah, where are we going to?" I said to him, "Just be quiet." After we alighted from the vehicle, I was looking around to think about where we are supposed to go to. This man, he came and took out some money. I think it was in the thousands of the CFA francs. He gave it to me and said, "Take this." When he gave me that money, I said, "Thanks to Allah." Then I saw a police station, then I went there. We went there and sat down there. After sitting down there, we spent a long time there. A police came out. He drove us away from there. I said to him that I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I said to him where I came from. That place is more painful than here. I said to him, I'm not going. He looked at me for some time and he said, "Okay, come." I came. He took me to a small room which was at the gate. I think it must be their security room. He asked me. I said to him, "I am from the Gambia. This is why." When he told me, when he asked me this, then he pointed a place to me and told me that's where they take rooms. When I arrived at that place, I took one room. But when we reached that place that night, That night we didn't have even anything to spread on the ground. When I reached the place, now, then at that time our Modlamin and our both fell asleep, and I made them to lie down. When after they were sleeping, I was sitting down in the room there. I saw a person. And he was calling to somebody, hissing to that person. When I saw that, I said, this is not the correct place. Then I shouted and said, thieves, thieves, thieves. They all ran away. When I looked around, I decided to put my son on my back. I got hold of my daughter's hand. This is how we went to Kafrin. We were at Kafrin. I called my elder brother and I said to him, "Can't you leave that place?" He said, "Okay, I will leave this place." He said to me, in fact, I was attacked. Because my that brother, he bailed me. He said to me, now I will also live here. When he left, he came to Kaulach. When he came to Kaulach, I was at Kafrin, I was still at Kafrin. When I left, I came to Kaulach. I sat there waiting for him. During my dad wait for his arrival, he came. When he reached, when he saw me, he said to me, "Sukai?" I said yes. Then he said, "Thanks to Allah." We were there for some time. I called somebody. I said to that person, "As for us, I said to that person, well, where we are is not correct, and I don't even know now where to head to." When I told that person that information, that man, and that man decided to call a friend of his. That friend lives in Europe. After he narrated our ordeal, our whole story to that person who was in Europe, now, then he came and said to me, now, go and take a vehicle and go up to Mbur. When he was saying to me to go to Mbur, at that time I was penniless. When my elder brother came, I said to him, now help me with money. Then this is how we left from Mbur.
Madam Witness, is it correct to say that you're telling this commission that at the time you made the decision to protect your children and flee to Senegal, you had nowhere to go?
I don't know anybody in Senegal, not even a single person.
But you just had to leave the Gambia for your safety and the safety of your children.
Yes.
And that you've proceeded to different places in Senegal, including Dakar. And you ended up in Mbur.
When I
had
reached
no money
Mbur-
with you.
Yes.
Tell us what happened when you got to Mbur.
When we arrived at Mbur, the moment we arrived there, I saw Nyima. I got hold of Nyima. He said to me, Sukai. She also got hold of me. She also held me. I asked her, where are you? She told me where she was living. I said, okay, it's good. I said to her, where I'm going, if I know that place, I have a phone, I will call you.
Madam Witness, can you tell this commission who you are referring to as Nima?
Nyima was the wife of Solo Sunday.
You may continue.
Now, when I went to Mbur proper, the man directed me to go to a place where I will see his wife. His wife came. Truly, her wife was sympathetic. They call her Mama. The lady has sympathy. Then she said to me, come. Then we boarded a vehicle. We went up to their compound. When we reached their home, on the whole, their compound was a story building. But on the top was not completed, but the ground floor was already completed. When we reached that place, my elder brother was there and I was there also. Then I later told Mama to help me with another room where I can be staying with my child. They looked for a room for me. After that, I was there. But after every morning, I leave my room and come into that compound. When I reach the place, if I reach the compound in the morning, I always leave that compound in the evening to go to my room. I later realized that the compound where I have this room, two people, two of us, were the only people living in that compound. And the other lady, in fact, traveled. They told me that she traveled away. Now, the man who was resident there, he's also a good man. Now, this man, he goes to work at night. He works at night. He was there for some time. One morning, after daybreak, I wanted to wash my clothes. I cannot even have money to buy soap. I left that house, I went to the main compound. I said to my elder brother, don't you have some money with you? I want to buy soap. He said to me, he swore and told me that I have no money. I was there for some time, but I looked at the nature of the place. After checking properly, then I told Mama, I said to her to look another house for me. He asked me, what's it? I said, no, just help me to get a room. She took me to another compound. But when I reached that compound, that place, after looking up and down, I said, thanks to Allah. After that, I decided to remove my belongings from the former room I was occupying to this new place where this lady gave me.
Madam Witness, it is correct to say that you're telling this commission that you had to move several homes to be comfortable in Senegal.
Yes.
Were your children going to school?
Well, as for my children, after staying there for some time in Senegal, I decided to take them to school. But when going to school, I personally go along with them. When they close from school, I have to go and pick them up. Then one day, and I made a call.
From Europe.
I made a call to Europe. After making that call, the person I called in Europe asked me, Sukai, where are you presently resident? I said to him that I'm staying at Salinyahal. That person sent me some money. After he sent this money to me, I went and I bought one cooking pot. And I bought also a basin. When I was transferring to that other compound, they gave me a mattress. I bought a blanket. And I bought curtains. Then I decided to start cooking for myself.
Madam Witness, can you tell this commission how long you had to live in Senegal with your children?
I
think I spent 8 months there. I spent 8 months there.
Can you tell the commission what happened after the 8 months?
Those 8 months became time for election came around. When it was time for elections, I said I wanted to come to the Gambia. Baby Awa got hold of me. She cried and said to me, yeah, don't go. Sit down. I said, okay. That's why I decided to cancel to come back. I stayed there. After the election took place, they said Barrow won. That's how I decided to come home. Baby Awa still resisted and she cried and said to me, wait. My brother, he came home. Then I used to call him I call him. I always ask him the situation prevailing in the country, but whatever he always tells me is that wait for the time being, wait first.
Madam Witness, can you then tell the Commission when you were able to return to the Gambia?
Ngamira kari konon to da satara ngamira 2 weeks. No, 2 weeks.
I think it was the 9 months was less by 2 weeks.
Is it correct to say that you returned after Yaya Jammeh had left?
Yes.
So you only felt safe to come back to the jurisdiction of the Gambia after the departure of Yaya Jammeh?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Madam Witness. I don't have any other questions for you. Mr. Chair, with the permission of the Chair and the Commissioners, on the question about the effect the whole ordeal had on her, I will allow the witness to proceed on that when she's doing her closing remarks. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Counsel, and thank you very much, Madam Sukai Dahaba.
Chairman, I Counsel Numbara, ako Madam Sukai Dahaba, ifanang inimbara.
Yet again, another Gambian has to suffer in the hands of state agents.
Kotake Gambia dindo fanang fele me ya lonko alamantoro be banko fonga du kulale alakan.
We're truly sorry and we share your pain.
Ise haketu diming men ilate kang bitung be aketam bele nikuyate.
The time that you spent in Dakar, how many times, if you can recall, did you move from one residence to the other?
What on yake mane wo sate oto je ngamira mburle instead of Dakar. Mbur. Ye sawunjelleke kabobun katabun ye sawunjelleke. We left Mama's house. I went into a house. When I saw that place, that place is not satisfactory to me. I left that place and I went to another place again. That was the third compound.
All that to protect your children.
Yes.
Truly sorry about the difficulties. Commissioners, if you have any questions to ask, please indicate them. Commissioner Samba, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Samba lafte nyinin kala.
Thank you very much, Chairman.
Ako Chairman Inumbara.
Sukai.
Ako Sukai.
Lafte nyinin kala. Iye taro membe ke Senegal inata. Ila mantoro hanibi ibarajato abenyadi.
I want to ask you about all these troubles you encountered and your stay in Senegal up to the time you came back to the Gambia. How are you feeling? How is your health? Ila jata kendea abetembe jumaleto.
Alhamdulillah.
Thanks to Allah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thanks to Allah. Because the situation of my body, my health, it's all because of Yaya Jammeh's rule. And after that, and to be able to help people whom you know, people who were not part of this problem,
pour ye double pour
so that they can be safe.
Solo Sunday.
Solo Sunday.
I found Mamuta a falete.
He took my father as his father.
This solo diatabake.
I was very serious. I was very well acquainted with Solo.
This solo diatabake.
We were close friends.
Sukai masa.
Sukai, sorry. What happened to you is really painful. But this is life for a human being. When you came back and about your children,
opportunity school,
did you have the opportunity to take them back to school in the Gambia here? Yes.
Thank you very much.
Commissioner Kerr, you have the floor. I would start by saying sorry for what you went through. It's painful listening to your story and the story of all the victims. It's unimaginable what has happened to you. I have a small question, part of which has already been asked by Commissioner Samba. About your children when you were in Senegal. Did they have the opportunity to go to school there?
School.
Yes, I took them to school there. But the school, it was a French school, and it was really difficult for baby hour. Then I just tried to talk to her, and I told her to keep on trying bit by bit. Yes.
And thank you for doing everything you could to protect your children.
Ye kato membeke puruka idingulu fanalu kanda ke tankandi inumbara wala baki.
Thank you very much. Dahaba, if you have any concluding remarks to make, please proceed to make them now.
Ako inumbara Madam Dahaba. Sila nafra ifanang yakuma kamulu soto ilafti la kacha kumfala melna isitenten yaw kacha moli.
Yeah. My
greetings to the TRRC. You've tried very well. You have tried. Every day if I sit down to listen to what is being said here, it really troubles me. But I pray to Allah so that Allah will reward you people. After that, I extend my greetings to members of our compound who live with me. Because since I left here and went out and went away, they also suffered. They suffered. I'm praying for them. May Allah grant us all long life and good health. I extend greetings to my children. May Allah grant them long life to become elders of tomorrow. My younger ones, my younger sisters and brothers, they are all here, and I'm praying for all of them so that they will be elders of tomorrow too. I'm praying for Usainu Dabo. He tried. He tried. School fees. Up to this point, my son's school fees, when I went and knocked on his door, he told me, tomorrow you come back. I reached him. He gave me the money. He's my father. My father. Bulli Dahaba. As for him, even before the advent of this politics, he told me, Usainu Dabo is your father, but I will take you to him. And when he took me to him, from that day up to this day today, he is my father. He is my father. And after that, I'm praying for him. May Allah grant him long life. I'm praying. Every person seated here today, may Allah be able to grant you all what you need, and may Allah grant you all your wishes. As for Solo Sunday, I am praying for him. May Allah grant him Jannatul Firdaus. May Allah make all his family members elders of tomorrow. May Allah give them all, may Allah grant them all long life to become elders of tomorrow. As for me, even if happens that today, even if I die today, I have no regrets. Because Usainu Dabo, he's my father. It was my father who took me to him. So he's my father. Apart from him, on the side of my fathers, he's my father. So I extend my greetings to everybody. Your name and surname. As for the TRRC, I'm praying for you people. May Allah grant you long life and good health. May the Almighty Allah, may Allah grant you all long life. Because you came here. You are here to help us. So because of that, so in the name of Allah, may Allah grant you all your wishes and reward all of you. Yes.
Thank you very much indeed, Madam Dahaba. Testimony and for your concluding remarks. Council, you have a procedural matter to raise?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
The picture that was before the commission identifying the witness as part of the Kalama Revolution ladies, I would like to tender it as Exhibit 186 before the commission. Thank you.
Request granted, Council. We will come to the end of our proceedings for today, and we will resume on the 4th of January, Monday at 10 o'clock. In the meantime, wish you all very good and happy New Year, and we will see you all next week. Thank you all. Meeting is adjourned.
Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.
When we touch down, better broke down.
Gang G-Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G-Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G-Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
That's how she became mine and see the